Friday, Friday, but hello, it's Friday. And we got Ted. He's in some store. I can't hear him, so he's just walking around.
Fish and looking at fish stuff.
Yeah, you're garbly. I heard you say you were looking at fish and stuff there, Ted.
All right. Well, hey, listen, I'll go get a.
He gone. Ted gone. He gone. So he's back. How's everybody doing tonight? And did you see at the bottom? Yesterday was Hank Snow's birthday. Happy birthday, Hank Snow. What you got there, Ted? There you go. Some jig heads. Some more jig heads. Should have got some parabellum fishing jig heads. There you go. And some Bobas. Baba action.
Yeah, I want to get this St. Croix rod. I'm waiting for my wife to give me the okay on it. Right up here.
It's better to ask forgiveness than permission, Ted.
I know. I'm gonna walk out of here now before I start spending money. If you're gonna be here, I'm gonna go check out, and then I'll bounce back up with you if you don't mind.
Now you're really clear. As soon as you walked out of that room, you just cleared right up.
Okay. Yeah, I'm at a sporting goods store right now, so I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go pay, and then I'll jump back in.
All right, then.
All right. I'll see you in a bit.
All right. And the link's posted up there if anybody wants to jump up in. It's just me tonight. Doc's in California. I think they had a new video coming out with the SNOOP. He had to be there for that. And Lindy is still in North Carolina. So I'm just hanging out tonight. I need somebody to talk to. What's everybody doing tonight? Somebody put something in the chat. Let's get going. And thanks everybody that just joined the premiere a little bit ago. Here's Uncle Buck. What's up, Uncle Buck? That's right, Joe. I heard you say you had to have your corned beef and cabbage today. That's right. Oh, it's going to be a rough later tonight, I'm sure. Yeah, Doc's kicking it up in California. He said he's going to try to drop in. We don't know. What time is it there? Like 5 o'clock? And your wife makes it real good. Well, that's cool, Joe. All full of corned beef and cabbage. Did you play some House of Pain while you were eating and just get into your damn Irish spirit? Irish ways. Irish law, stand up for the cause. Yeah, it's real boring with just me, isn't it? I guess I got to talk to myself. Charlie Carter, he's not in here yet, but I got me some Charlie Carter's decals the other day. And if you watched our video, you know, nobody really knows what happened to Lindia. She's in North Carolina, but she could be. We'll never say. I won't say. No strikes, Joe. Just another one of my copyright claims that, like I've told you before, I have them all sizes, all colors. They got some just like it at Target on sale. They're really nice. Really nice. Oh, the king of the triangle. Hey, oh, look at Joe. Yeah, Joe won in that video. I forgot that was our last live. What's up, Hooks and Hammocks? You jumping in here tonight when it's just me. There you go, Hank Snow. I'm running the solo till somebody joins in with me. Yeah, yesterday was Hank Snow's birthday. So everybody can wish Hank. Hank, how old were you yesterday? Yeah, we had a great time last weekend with Joe and Doc. We all got 5-pounders, so we call that a win of a day. Hank. Hank. You turned 39. Was it a U-turn? Yeah, Joe, last week you were stuck with the wife on the road. Now you're chilling with her. That's cool. That's a good trade. Oh, Hank's coming up with the truth. I see it on my phone already. Yeah, I wasn't going to call you out too bad, Hank. But we'll go with 39. I'm good with that. My grandfather was like 29 till he died. Got birthday cards every year, said 29. Have you paid yet, Ted? I want to find out how much all that cost you. Why you ask if I'm gardening, Joe? That's a strange question. I've been known to garden. Have dug a few holes lately, but been known to dug garden. You see a shovel and oh, yeah, them shoveling trash bags. I was cleaning up out in the yard. I had those. Pay no attention to the shovel and trash bags. And thanks for buying that bag of lime for me. What's up, damn river boys? Appreciate you jumping in. I don't have me a KP or a hog leg up here to help entertain you. I guess I could do the, for people that don't know, do the KP. That kind of looks like John Parker. And my hat's dirty as hell, too. Been working in the dirt with the sand. It's easy to dig. That's right, Joe. It's easy to dig a hole here in the sand. But yeah, that premiere I just did, the water was low at Lake Jackson, but it was about a foot higher at Donkeyland. So that's what's kind of wild about fishing in these water reservoir areas because the water moves up and down. And the premiere I just put up, you can see the big kind of like pump station thing behind me. So Joe, does that mean that I guess you do the same for Lindy as well? Yes, Joe, that's true. And the gators were really moaning out there on Lake Jackson. They were stirred up. Yeah, I just been hanging out. I think I've had burgers like 6 out of the last 7 nights since Lindy has been out of town. But I'm good with it. So Hank, what you gonna do for your birthday? You going fishing tomorrow? Our weather's supposed to get a lot better next week. Eat up your food, Ted. Where you eating, Ted? Order me something. I had burgers, like I said. I did make pizza last night, I believe. Not before. What's up, Glenn? Anybody doesn't know, Glenn is the legendary baddie that's in all the pig videos. Baddie, all I can say is, get out. Oh, yesterday was your birthday. That's still good enough. Oh, damn River had pizza tonight. You can't beat pizza. Eating baked cod is Friday and Lent. I can't eat meat today. I could have lent you some meat if you needed it there. We probably got some pig meat in the freezer, Ted. That's right, Taylor. Get out. See, I call Batty Taylor or Batty, but his name's Glenn. Anybody doesn't know it, Batty actually won one of the Buckmaster giveaway hunts. Got on the TV show. He went down in South Texas and hunted. I got the DVD around here somewhere of his episode. I ought to put it on YouTube. Ain't nothing like a copyright strike from damn Buckmasters. That's right, Taylor. You only get called Glenn when you're in trouble. Oh, yesterday, yeah. You talking about the text I left you or the message? Yeah, driving into Donkeyland, it was two big ground dragger toms, and they had 8 hens out in the corner of that cow pasture. That's right, Ted. Batty can cook up some steaks. We took Ted fishing and come home, and Batty cooked steaks and potatoes and all kinds of food. I do too, Damn River. I still got some crappie from last year, and I packed it full from this year. We eat it quite a bit, so just need to eat more. Good fish is good. Any fish is good. But yeah, I put that turkey breast. It's in the freezer that I got the other last week, whenever it was. So I think I'm gonna do a video with the damn Okeechobee surf and turf, fry some crappie, and cook up some damn turkey nuggets. All right, Batty. Holla, 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 holla. Oh, I just got a noticeably warm tomorrow in Okeechobee. It was chilly yesterday, which it got up to 70 couple, but that's chilly for us. We're used to 80 degrees. Wow. I've never caught 200 pounds of catfish. But heck, I bet I put 200 pounds of bass over the rail in the last couple months. Or the boat has, I'm sure. Teddy, 44 degrees. I'll be bringing plants in and everything else. Our orange trees are just got done blooming. And raining. Oh, we're supposed to get rain like I think Joe was talking about first of the week. Then it's supposed to be nice. What's up, Al? I'm up here solo, Al, trying to beg somebody to come up and talk to me. You gonna come up? Or does your 2 soup cans and string not reach all the way to West Virginia tonight? Anybody doesn't have Al, you need to check him out. His last few videos, he's been petting a damn wild coyote in the trap. He's been known to grab a bobcat now and then. He's a freaking artist with a pocket knife. Snow flurries, aren't you done with that yet, Boxy? Come on now. Winter's still hitting y'all up there. This has got to be our last cool front. I mean, it's summertime. Let's see what we got here. You end up with between 5 and 15 gallons of clean blue caviar each trip out. Wow, that's like the crappie fishermen or speck fishermen, as we call them down here, the guys from up north. They literally take home 1,000 to 1,500 pounds of damn crappie fillets each year. They come down for 6 months and catch 50 each time they're out a piece, and usually go out twice a day and get them 100. Oh, Buck, I bet you've grabbed more than one cougar. Welcome, Kyle. How are you tonight, man? And thanks, Ted. Are you running links? Appreciate that. Being solo, I'm not looking at links much. I'm just trying to keep talking. I'm like James said in the premiere, I've been talking to myself in the boat for damn 3 days. Kyle's A-okay. Yes. What's up, want to be outdoors? Welcome, welcome. All you got's me tonight rambling around. And Lindia could jump in on her phone if she's watching. That's right, I saw Kyle was sick. I see a question on my phone. Is it Andy? It's a 185. I don't see it on. I don't know why I don't see your comment on the computer. But yeah, it's actually a 185, and we put that 115 show on it. So it's a. Without Lindy, I had her tricked out a little more. I was a little more into it. I know, Anti. I'm trying not to beg. I don't need nobody to come up. I talk to my damn self. Trying to keep myself in check. See, that's the problem. I don't have somebody to damn keep me in check. If I get going, I may get going. So when I was talking to Batty, I was hard to talk to him. I kept trying to censor what I was saying to him. Who's getting going there, Joe? What I miss? What did Kyle say? He was feeling better? Yeah, I'm sure Miss Lindy is lurking somewhere. You know she's got an eye on me all the time. She knows what part of the lake I was in. No, damn river. Our water's too warm. We don't have any smallmouth. We got peacocks. I've only caught, Lindy caught a few smallmouth. I don't think I did in this mountain lake we fished in the mountains of Virginia one time. But I'd like to go further north and get into them at least once. They say they put up a fight, but I don't see how they put up more than a damn donkeyland bass or a peacock bass. Those fish will fight. I do too, Joe. I'm wondering when I go up to Ohio to to hunt with Rob's place. I wonder if they got smallmouth up that way. I'm sure they do. Well, that's a heck of a fight then, Joe. See, Kyle, that's exactly what I was thinking. I mean, if I'm going to go up where they're at, I might as well try it. But it's going to be colder than crap. Oh, you're good, Teddy Ruxpin. You do what you got to do. Joe, last weekend, between the wind and the sun, I damn blistered my lips, and I have butchered them all week. And they are like in a hell of a time right now. Yeah, damn river, I'm not sure where this guy lives. I told a few people up north where he lived, if they can remember. It's in Ohio. Bunch of farm fields. Yeah, my computer is so far behind my phone. Yeah, I know, Kyle, and I can't wear white after Labor Day either. I think that's the way it goes. Isn't it no white after Labor Day? What's up, Steve? Welcome, Steve from Wyoming. Out on his boat the other day. I like your boat, the Susie Q. That's quite cool. I bet Miss Susie like that. Is that what y'all think of me? That you think of me as Johnny Carson or more the break down the door with an axe? Here's Johnny. Thanks, Boxy. I had to look at my phone to see what all this is y'all are typing, and I see it's running links. Yeah, Steve, man, your wife is killer. She reminds me of Lindy's mama, just in their attitude, just sweetest people. Really cool folks. So, how many of y'all are froze in and can't do any fishing? You know, I hate to just sit and talk about fishing because, hell, it's wide open down here. It's pretty cool living in this town just to go get gas. There's boats everywhere. Drive to go somewhere, you're behind boats. Go on the water, there's boats everywhere. There's just boats everywhere. I had a friend come visit and he was like, wow, this is like a little fishing village. And I was like, it is a little fishing village. All the neighborhoods started out as fish camps. That's why they say property lines and all in some of these neighborhoods are real sketchy because they were all just shacks at one time. Yeah, Joe, I appreciate everybody running links. I know you're trying to hang out with your wife. We don't have Lindy here doing it. And Doc and SNOOP is having a good time. I bet he's crip walking right now. Can't y'all pick? I bet he got a drink in one hand and a blunt in the other, and he's crip walking with Snoop Dogg. Oh, that's cool, Steve. You got to take Reef out. I bet he still told you what to do, didn't he? He's so used to doing that. Anybody doesn't watch Steve? He does. He's out of what? Oregon Pacific, Oregon fishing in the ocean. Steve. I know it's hard to say Steve from Wyoming. He's out of Oregon, but that's where he goes ocean fishing. Yeah, Boxy, you riding on getting your first coyote, so I'm sure you're ready for the good bass. Oh, you didn't ice over in Maryland, PA line. That's cool. We didn't ice over either. Yeah, I'd like to try some of them crabs, man. Every time I watch them Reef Robber, I just want to go get crabs. The good crabs. Kyle and Boxy gonna do some musky fishing. Here we go. I'm not gonna shade you there. Just because you got hammered drunk with green food coloring and all your drinks beer does not make you Irish, nor does splashes of Irish blood. Enjoy yourselves. Be safe. That's right, Anti. And no, nobody has the luck of the Irish except the Irish. The good thing about today, since Lindy is not here and I worked on the video all day, I went there and kicked back on the bed, take a little nap to rest, and like Leprechaun 2 was on. I noticed they had the whole Leprechaun movies. And those are those movies I love to hate because it's the Leprechaun. See, that makes no sense to me. Fishable ice. That's like jumbo shrimp. That doesn't go together. Ice and fishing. Only thing for ice goes in the Yeti to keep the tea cold while you're fishing. That's right, Teddy, the good crabs, not the scratchy kind, the full belly kind. Uh-oh. Ted. Be careful don't bite off more than you can chew. We've seen Boxy fish. You know, it may take Donkey Land in 2 days to get Boxy on a good fish. It really, really might. Because like Hiram, the guy I take, you know, we don't need just a regular fish for Boxy. We need a really hungry one that's going to grab it and eat halfway up the line to the rod and not quit eating till we get him in the boat. So be careful what you wish for. I heard Mark J took that coyote over there in a live trap and stuck it in that snare. That's just a rumor I heard. Don't quote me on that. I'm kidding, Boxy. I'm proud you got your first coyote. Buck says Jumbo Shrimp was also his stripper name before he had earned enough dollars to get the enhancement surgery. Well, then what did your name become after that, Buck, is the question. We know Ted's stripper name used to be Boy Biscuit, but now it's Saddlehorn. Welcome, CNC. I'm up here running a solo tonight. Hank, our shallow water dynamite may get tricky. Our boat will get up and go, but I don't know if it'll get up and go quite out of the splash zone. Well, I went from not having anybody to talk to, but to having the king of YouTube show up in my basement. Ladies and gentlemen, not only the king of YouTube, but the best looking man on YouTube. Anybody to talk to. Al's Outdoors. The king of YouTube show up in my basement. Turn your YouTube down, Al. I can hear me talking. Not only the king of YouTube, but the best looking man on YouTube. Anybody to talk to. Al's Outdoors. The king of YouTube show up in my basement. Turn your YouTube down, Al. I can hear me talking. Not only the king of YouTube, but the best mute your YouTube. Mute your YouTube, Al. You're watching me through StreamYard. You can mute your YouTube. Talk to me, Al.
All right, can you hear me?
There you are. There you are, brother. What's up, Mr. Al?
I'm a trapper, not a live streamer.
Oh, you're more than a trapper. I got a list of names of things you are, brother.
Let's hear them.
We don't have so much time, brother. What you into? First thing, how you feeling?
Hang on a second.
Oh God, hang on.
Feeling pretty good.
All right, this ain't show and tell. You know.
Hey, Lindy ain't here. You said we could get started.
That's right. We could get started. But really, how are you feeling? Okay.
Yeah.
Second thing, how's the wife?
She's doing a little better.
That's good. That's good, Al. I'm glad to hear that. All right, seriousness out of the way. Now we can go back to BSing. What in the hell you been doing?
Which thing?
Pick something. Pick something, brother. Pick something.
I'm making a coyote howler and a bunch more flowers and beaver trapping and not doing very good at it, and product reviews piling up everywhere. And I don't like doing product reviews, but we're kind of shooting for a sponsor, and I don't know.
You got to do what you got to do.
Yeah, I don't like it. That's not where I wanted my channel to go. I'd rather have 400 subs and just shoot the shit.
Well, you know, a lot of people hate seeing that bruiser bait and bass addiction logo in every one of my videos, but I go through a lot of plastics, so they can just suck it up. They can suck it up. Yeah.
I had one of these flashlight people offer me a headlamp, pretty nice headlamp. I actually wanted the thing, and I saw that they sent me an email, said they would give it to me at the end of February. Then they sent me an email that said at the end of February that said, well, we don't want you to review that flashlight. We want you to review another flashlight because hunting season's over. Hunting season ain't over. It ain't ever over in West Virginia. I got on Mark J. Larson's video of reviewing the same light that I wanted, and I said, this guy thinks the hunting season's over with. He sent me an email, the guy with the lights, and said, I saw your comment on Mark J. Larson's. We'll ask you to review it again in October. At least that guy's paying attention. Most of them, they don't even understand English.
Oh yeah, I got one not too long ago from some video game company. I was like, no.
Yeah, I've had a bunch of that stuff. I turn a lot of it down. If I'm going to use it and maybe believe in it, then I'll show it. But there's going to come a point where I don't like it, and they're not going to like my video, because if I don't like it, I'm going to tag it.
Yeah. I don't do none of it because they never asked me to do something I like, like food. Yeah, something good. I don't need a damn flash. I don't need a flashlight. I got 14 around here I couldn't find right now if I needed to. Really good ones somewhere. And the ones I do find, I'm sure the batteries are deader than 3 o'clock. Or
I gave 2 of them away, but just because I got a pile of them anyway.
I'm that guy trying to see something in the boat, going, Siri, turn on my flashlight. But hey, man, I've changed bearings on a boat trailer with Siri giving me the light. So
I never dreamed back in the day that I'd be in the middle of the woods somewhere talking to somebody I know, but going like this,
I agree, Al. Isn't it freaking crazy? I mean, I remember, like the CBs in a car, that blew me away when, you could talk to another vehicle. You're like, check that out, man. That's badass.
Yeah. Back
And
when I
hey,
used to carry shotgun and a rifle in the back window of the truck and just go wherever you wanted to.
remember the old ham radios you built as a kid? All of a sudden you talk to somebody on the West Coast and, it might as well have been Mars.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh, damn River, did I make your flashlight turn on? You heard me say, Siri, turn on my flashlight. Some people may have heard it, but we went fishing with Coastal one day, and Lindia puts her GoPro on voice command. Well, Doc was doing the same thing. So I'm fishing between them. All morning I keep hearing, GoPro turn off, GoPro, and they keep talking to them. Well, dude, I'm sitting there, all of a sudden I just yell real loud, GoPro turn off. And both ends of the boat went beep, beep, and everybody shut down. I was like, there we go. So all day, Doc would hook a fish, and as soon as he'd set the hook, I'd go, GoPro turn off, and his GoPro would go, beep, beep. Oh, he would cuss trying to get it back on. What's Kyle waiting on?
Hey, I know it took me, I can't see the comments. Sorry about that. I don't even know how.
I'll put ones up about you, but Kyle wishing he'd get a boat company. Oh, yeah, we all do, Kyle. And then, of course, Ted waiting on Ranger to do the same thing. You boys keep waiting. Just not telling you what to do, but just keep waiting.
Just tell Ranger you're looking for somebody else.
And I agree with Steve. I'm waiting on a gas sponsorship. I agree with all that.
Oh, yeah.
And we got Boxy here. He turned down all the flashlight reviews. Wanted to give one to my subscribers, one to review. They just went to give her, yeah. Yeah. It's all just selling stuff, man.
Who's this Buck guy with all these smart comments on there?
I don't know, man. I heard he's like this stripper at the Blue Oyster or something, some kind of male review. He's got some kind of channel.
I'm pretty sure Mr. James owes him some money then.
I don't think James, I think when Buck came in, James left. Maybe that's the problem, You know how it is when the right guy walks in the bar, 3 or 4 people ease out the back door. So maybe that's what's going on there.
I know it took me 5 months.
Do what, Al?
I know it took me 5 months to get back to you on that bobcat, but did you think I'd do it?
Of course. I was kind of glad it wasn't no worse than it was.
Could you imagine if some squirrel hunter was walking by and seen me up there rolling around on the ground with that bobcat?
Well, can you imagine my neighbors looking at me out there rolling around with that bobcat? That's in my neighbor's yard where I filmed that. So I'm sure somebody went, what the hell is Fat Boy doing down there now?
With you, it's probably a lot like me. Neighbors are like, yeah, that's Al.
They're immune to it. I get neighbors like from the other side of the block call and tell me, you just scared my cat. I'm like, frig your cat. It was in the house. I made enough noise it scared their cat in the house on the other side of the block.
I had a guy on a YouTube short of me walking in the snow. It said, there's no way you walk barefoot in the snow. It was right there on the video.
I don't know, man. I've made some stuff happen on a video that I'd swear to. Florida man's gonna Florida man. That's right. Welcome, TFT. But yeah, Al, you need to get down here and come fishing. And as soon as the bass get fired back up again, I'm going to catch one on that lure you made me.
I looked it up. And it's like a 15-hour drive or something like that. And I thought, well, it'd be easier to fly if it's cheap to fly. And you can do it for $100 or less, I guess, per person.
Dude,
I didn't.
Lindia booked ahead, and she just went to North Carolina, and her flight one way was $46.
That's awesome, but they won't let me bring my gun. They said I can bring my gun, but they're going to lock it up in the bottom of the plane. My gun goes on me.
I got spares. I mean, the minute you get on the plane, I can give you a loaner. You know, I'm like Avis.
No. I might have to shoot a stewardess or something. I don't know them people.
Okay, Joe, or Buck, you're looking for your G.I. Joe camper. Okay, when I was a kid, my dad was in the military, retired from the Navy 20 years. So I was into G.I. Joe when he was big. You know, he was a big, tall guy, had fuzzy, nappy hair. Man, I had everything for freaking G. I mean, I had the works. Finally, Mama threw all that away as I got older, and now I see it online selling for big money. And I had all that because I'd go on the Navy base and buy it at the exchange, cheap as hell. But that's my GI Joe story.
G.I. Joe, who's she?
Mine was a badass. Once they started fighting Cobra and all, that's when GI Joe kind of went, don't ask, don't tell. I was back when my GI Joe actually fought Russians and Chinese and the commercials for it. The people look kind of Asian or something. Now everybody kind of looks bland. What's this? Al, most guys want to shoot a stewardess, but not with a firearm. Yeah, Kyle. A lot of them are men as well that are fancy.
I like to bring one in here just to piss my wife off, see if she'll chase me around. I know I can outrun her.
Bring what in?
Stewardess.
Shit. Al, the only way you're going to bring a stewardess home is that old girl's going to be cuffed, blindfolded in the trunk of your damn car.
Yeah.
Okay, well, that's what's the plan for the second date? What's your second date plans?
Hey, if I can roll around the middle of nowhere with a bobcat, I can handle that.
Yeah, it's when they go tell it gets sketchy there. That's the bad side.
How in the world did you get to be unsupervised?
Lindy's mama. Lindy wanted to go up and spend some time with her mama back in Carolina for a couple of weeks. So.
I understand that, but I figured she'd at least hire a babysitter.
I got my mama back here we take care of, so I wouldn't say supervised. I do have an anchor. Not supervision, but it's an anchor. And she drives me absolutely bonkers. Good God. I tell her all the time it's a good thing.
No. You can't blame her for all that.
Oh, that's true. But I tell my mama all the time she's driving me crazy, and my mama looks right at me and says, I don't have any kids. I was like, well, there you
go. Mine belongs to the UPS guy.
Yeah, I can say bless her heart. I'd say my daddy didn't have none. Mama had to have one. And I'll try to remind her of it. She says, I don't remember. I said, oh, you did at the time. You just don't now. But you knew it at the time. No, she'll say, I didn't know that. I said, oh, you knew it when my big 10-pound ass come out of there and that big old head. You knew it.
I wonder how much of a fight you put up.
I didn't put up much. I'm sure she went into a fit. I had that big old pumpkin head when I was born. I still got it. That bull crap about hats, one size fits all, dude, that's a lie. That is a freaking lie.
That's going to be cut like a wall.
Okay, now you didn't tell me I was being listened to by the wife. Now I'm gonna have to clean it up a little
bit. She just said you put up a fight like a walleye.
A walleye don't stand a damn chance.
Walleye put in like a rock.
She's over here smarting off to you. I don't think I want to repeat that last one.
And Anti, if you're talking about me, it's not really. I don't know what you're talking about. I really try not to keep up. I'm trying to talk to Al, and y'all just going off on your crazy tangents here. And Al ain't scared of no list. Al's already on the list. If there's a list,
that was my bucket list, was to be on the list.
That was goodie powder you mailed to the White House. You thought maybe they had a headache.
Hey, I'll tell you what. You know them inlays and stuff I do.
Yes.
I save like my drillings and my sandings off a deer antler, and
Right.
I put them in a bag. I put them in a baggie, and if I need to do a deer antler inlay, I use that fine dust, you know, to fill in the cracks and stuff. And a friend of mine wanted to learn how to do inlays, so I threw it on the dash. I got pulled over. White powder in a baggie. I swear it's deer antler.
Oh, by God, thank you, Al. Now you give me another damn excuse or another lie. It's baking powder, man. It's deer antler. Hell, you better be careful. These kids these days, you tell them it's deer antler, they may want to try it. Hell. Don't the Asians use some kind of deer antler to, you know, help them in the bedroom? Isn't there something to do with that?
That's the caribou velvet.
Maybe you ought to snort a line of damn deer antler and see what it does. Maybe there's you a product review.
Hey, if
Snort
I find me a caribou, I'm gonna start gnawing on that antler right away.
That's in them purple.
I think it's illegal to mate with a caribou, Al.
No. I'm gonna chew the velvet off that antler, and then my hat's gonna get bigger.
But yeah, but then you got a hold of a caribou, and you're gonna be like, well, I'm already in the mood. You know, somebody's gonna ask you, are you gonna mount that caribou? And I know you're gonna look around and say, is anybody watching?
Well, there was a moment with that bobcat.
Okay.
But I shot it instead.
You like my challenges. I challenge you to put lipstick on a bobcat.
Huh.
Look, wheels are turning. The wheels
I've already caught my limit, and it's out of season, but let me think on that.
There's something for next year. You can put not on a mounted one. I can go over here and grab this bobcat I got laying right here and put lipstick on it.
Lips over there.
What'd she say?
She said, you got a whole bunch of bobcat lips right over there.
Oh, Anti, you and Al are on those lists, right? But Anti's probably on more lists than Al, I'll have to admit. But nobody knows your name, though, Anti. They just got Anti with a question mark. They know who Al is.
Ain't nobody said Al was my name.
Maybe, you know, that. What was that old, there was that old song, You Can Call Me Al. Maybe that's where you got name from.
I can tell you, but.
See that? Anti says antler velvet's cheating there, Al.
No, fondling it and chewing on its antlers would be cheating.
It depends on what's your definition of. Are you wearing gloves? If you're wearing gloves, then technically it's not cheating because you wasn't touching.
Huh. It ain't seasoned, but let me think on that.
There you go. Lipstick on a bobcat and wearing gloves when you fondle a caribou. We got your summer planned, man.
You will fall into it over and over and over.
Do what?
You will fall into it over and over.
Gonna fall into it over and over, she said.
There you go, Buck. Back to a new stripper name. He wants to be called the Velvet Antler.
Huh.
That sounds more like a gay strip club. Where y'all going tonight? Oh, we going down to the Velvet Antler.
And see Buck.
Perfect. Buck is dancing at the Velvet Antler. Holy crap, that one's going to stick. That one will stick. Oh, let's see Buck dance at the Velvet Antler.
It's like Hooters. How come they never started up a Tooters?
And there you go. That's right. And there you go, Buck. There's the motto. $20 is $20.
Then all of a sudden you see Tudor's Biscuit World and you get confused and walk in there and order the wrong thing.
Tutors and Hooters. They're right beside each other. Okay, Bayou Buck's already taken. Where do you think I got it, Small Water Charters? That's right. Now, I used to play an old video game back in the day that was like called Bayou Buck. I mean, back in the first Nintendo, he kind of had a Crocodile Dundee. I think he was Bayou. Might have been Bayou Billy. I'm sorry, it was Bayou Billy. So what part of West Virginia you say you're in again, Al?
I'm near the Ohio River.
That don't tell me a damn thing.
Well,
let me narrow this down. You know where Van, West Virginia is. That's all I'm leading up to.
it's a body of river water that runs north and south. The Ohio River, you can Google it.
Okay, I know what the Ohio River is. That just don't tell me where the hell it is in West Virginia.
You got my freaking address, dipshit.
That don't mean I'm a damn walking, talking map quest here, Al. I'm just asking what part of freaking West Virginia you live in.
Western West Virginia, does that help you?
Like Buck said, West by God, Virginia. Well, do you know where Van, West Virginia is? It's coal mine country. Coal mine country is the heart of it. Madison, Bolt Mountain.
I know where Madison's at, yeah.
Okay, Van's right there. That's the only part of West Virginia I spent any time in. Had a buddy lived up there. I don't know if you saw the movie, the Johnny Knoxville movies of The Wonderful Whites of West Virginia.
You had a buddy up here.
Yes, I had a buddy up there. Not a Bayou Buck buddy. Not a Bayou Buck buddy, just a buddy.
I was getting ready to ask you if he played the banjo or not.
No, the coal mine shut down and he started his own business. That's how we become friends. Let's just call it he started his own business. And that's where we got hooked up at. But
oh, I know him.
But he lived up there in coal mine country, man. That was a crazy part of town, man. I mean, we went to a little bar up there that I'm not lying. The only part hooked to the ground was the front door. The rest of it was on stilts, like out over the side of this freaking mountain. More like poles. Wasn't really stilts. It was like pine trees, I believe. But dude, that was the craziest hillbilly joint I've been up in my life, man.
We used to have them around here where you walk inside and the floor's sticky and you look around, well, why in the hell the floor is sticky? And there's a tap coming out of an antique refrigerator. You poured your own beer as you walked in the door.
I thought you were going to say it's like one of them theaters where the floor's sticky. I was like, oh, I don't go in those.
No.
Buck plays banjo, but he's hell on the damn washboard. Buck ain't washed clothes in freaking years.
Buck antler washing.
The floors are always sticky at the Velvet Antler. I'm sure they are, Buck. And you figure, like, I bet the pole at the Velvet Antler is all rubbed up, you know, like a rutting buck gets up there on the pole. That's right.
I don't want to go too deep into this.
Wait a minute. If you come to the Velvet Antler during October and November, you can see rutting buck dance. Because, you know, that's the time of year buck's rutting. So.
To quote Uncle Si, nah.
Ain't no bark on that pole. I'm sure, Buck, you have rubbed it all off. I don't know. Once you get old and fat, they put the damn horizontal rubbing pole up there at the damn Velvet Antler. That way the dancers just kind of drag their ass across it.
Linda, if you're watching, I'm sorry.
Hey, we're talking about buck dancing. It's okay to talk about buck. Lindy don't care. She'd let me go to the bar and watch buck dance. She don't give a dag about that.
Yeah, but she might have pictured it in her head. You got to apologize for that.
Hell, Lindy probably handed me a handful of ones to go watch Buck dance. She'd say, "Make it rain, baby. Make it rain on Buck."
You'd have to throw beetle spins.
That's right, Anti. There's a lot of barking in the VIP room at the damn. That's right, Al. He's the only stripper that you can tip him with beetle spins. 7-inch hooves. I'd have said like 7-inch or bigger antlers, but no, you going with the hooves there, Al. I mean, Buck.
Can you hand me the lipstick?
Okay, I change it up with the cat though. You got to put a clothespin on the cat's tail. Dude, I did that with a cat. Looked a lot like that. My mother-in-law had a cat. We were me and my nephew sitting there watching TV, eating potato chips, and my mother-in-law had put a clothespin on the bag. So we had the clothespin laying there, and that cat was laying there with his tail hanging down, like laying on a shelf. I'd heard of people doing it. I didn't think much about it, dude. I grabbed that clothespin. When it closed on that freaking cat's tail, it was like the Tasmanian devil. That thing was going across bookshelves, wiping everything. I mean, it thought whatever had it by the tail was going to get it. I mean, we had to chase that cat down and cover it with a blanket to get the clothespin off of it.
Well, I tried to pet that bobcat on the head for a video, and before I did that rebuttal video, bobcat video of me tackling it and stuff, and I don't recommend trying that.
No. I don't really like.
It did not like that, and my camera did not stay in my hand.
I don't really care for either end of a bobcat, but especially not that end. That's crazy. All my deer hunting and hunting career till we moved to Florida, I had seen 2 bobcats in the wild. Shot one in the head with my muzzle loader and missed one with my rifle. Since we've moved to Florida, I've seen 6 in the yard. So. The one jumped a fence in the backyard and took a damn bird off the bird feeder. So they're pretty badass. My neighbor's got a security footage of a bobcat jumping in his yard and getting one of his chickens and hauling ass.
I catch most of mine on the same 6-8 acres.
Yeah.
And we're still getting pictures of them on trail camera.
Oh my Lord, I am going to the. He can roll cigarettes with his belly in his show at the Velvet Antler.
There's something bad wrong with me because I kind of want to see that.
I do too. I kind of want him to roll me one. I do. I kind of want to say, "Yeah, here, Buck, roll me one." Pull your shirt up. Have at it, brother.
All right. When I come down, we're bringing Buck.
Yes. Stop by, get him, and that's a video now.
I'm gonna throw a paper and tobacco down and say, "Get it, boy."
Oh, tobacco. Oh, well, that'd be fun too.
Oh, tobacco.
Oh, if Buck's gonna roll one, we gonna roll one with that belly.
Missy said the question is, will you be able to smoke it?
Either one. I can smoke them with each hand. Oh, Buck dancing makes it rain. There you go, Anti. Oh, Buck, if you make a video, oh, yeah. There we go. There she is. Told y'all I didn't bury her out there in the damn game lands.
We don't know that's her typing.
Ouch.
Nice try, man.
Man, I've been watching these crime shows. I thought I had it with that.
Nah.
Oh, here we go. Here we go. Don't ask how I like that smoke.
Okay.
Well, I don't know about you, Al, but that just makes me want to ask.
Nah.
I'll tell you what, Buck. You roll it. I'll light it for you. I'll hold the lighter.
The only fire in that ass is to get to a fishing hole.
I don't think there's a lot of fire in that either, Al. I think he Mosey's on down there too.
That means he's leaving work. So
Yeah. I, I picture Buck being a mosier. Just mosey along. I'm a mosier. I mosey along.
yeah, I've seen you run clear out of your flip flops.
Hey, I blew my flip flops out landing that fish yesterday. I'll come out of a pair of flip flops. It ain't. Oh, when it's time to get business, I come out of them things. They just slow me down, man.
I haven't got to watch that yet.
Yeah, I'm solo. Filming by myself. I miss my camera woman. Yeah, me and Lindy film each other. It's a trip being. I give it to guys fishing by themselves. You got a lot to keep up with.
That filming turkey hunting by yourself, that was phew. That's
Yeah.
not easy. I gave up and started hunting out of a blind. I don't usually hunt out of a blind. It's really hard to film them turkeys.
Well, you know that when I got the other week, I just laid the camera down and had to do the flip flop sneak on him. So if I'd had a camera on the barrel, I guess I could have. But the rest of it, the whole video would have been me going to this tree, to that tree, hands and knees to that hump, poked my head over, looked around that tree, wham! That was it. That was the whole hunt.
Yeah, I'm glad somebody let you hold their turkey.
Yeah. You seen around this room I'm sitting in, I've done my fair share of critter whacking.
I've been to yard sales.
Well, then I've spent a fortune at damn yard sales. What's up, Ashley and Jeff? I tell you what, I bet my damn taxidermist back in Carolina would vouch for me at least. I put one kid through college.
I've never got anything mounted. Well, no, I got a steelhead mounted one time and a crappie mounted one time, and the guy that mounted the steelhead closed the gill plate, put some kind of body putty or something on the gill plate and painted it brown. It looked like crap, and he wouldn't give me my money back, and we kind of got in a little bit of a fight, and I never got another animal mounted in my life.
So how good did that damn thing whop him upside the head though?
Anyway, I never got anything mounted in my life.
Like I said, I'd have whopped him in the head with that damn mount.
I can neither confirm nor deny.
See, I missed something when I see Joe say, I was thinking the same thing, Buck. Critter whack. We ain't playing whack-a-mole here now, Buck. Come on now, keep that for the Velvet Antler.
I live in West Virginia. I live in West Virginia, Buck. I've seen it. It is wrong.
I'll bet the Velvet Antler has one of those little game rooms, you know, little rooms off to the side, and they got whack-a-mole in there. I bet they do. So what you doing this weekend, Al? What's the day? What's tomorrow like in Al's world in West Virginia?
What is today? Friday?
Friday. You're like me. I gotta ask. What day is it?
Tomorrow I'm going to check traps, and Sunday I'm going to check traps. But I asked a buddy of mine if he wanted to go muskie fishing, and he went, "Hell yes, if I can get out of work." And I said, "All you got to do is call him."
Yeah. There you go. There's the thing. Al hasn't mounted anything yet, but he hears there's a caribou in your future.
Mm-hmm.
It'll have antler. It'll have gnaw marks on the antlers.
Got to get a bigger hat.
Lindy is in North Carolina with her mom and her sister. Say hey to mom for me, Lindia. Well, she's probably asleep. I'm sure she's asleep.
She not fishing while she's there?
Hell no. She take care of her mama.
She got to sleep sometime. Is she not fishing while she's there?
Nah. I've only went twice. I went that day with Joe and Doc, and then went yesterday for a little while. Yep, that's my alibi. I'm sticking to it, Joe.
How much is the gas down there?
I don't know how much is gas in Carolina, or in Florida or North Carolina.
Florida.
It just jumped up. We was rolling like 314, and I think it just went to like 330.
We said almost 350 yesterday, and it come down to 319 today.
Yeah, what was that little spike about?
I don't know.
Joe needed a new damn car or something, made a car payment. Hunter needed some money. Something happened.
Probably wanted to give a couple more $1 trillion to a communist country instead of people that need it.
Yeah, Hunter knows crack don't smoke itself. So
Could you imagine if I'd done something like that?
So Joe is what, 2 for 2 on trips with you, John? He is, Buck. He's won both trips. And see, when I go to Ohio fishing, Lindy is going to have to make a solo video.
I saw her comment.
Rob said it's $3 at Sam's. Y'all didn't go up the last 2 days, Rob? We had a little spike in it. Ashley, that was just for the joke. I really don't watch crime shows. Lindy does. That was just one of my things I say because it was funny at the time. I hate going to bed and Lindy's in there watching somebody murdered somebody about something show, and I fall asleep during it, and then I dream that I'm whacking people or people killing me or 350 everywhere else. Well, Sam must have got a deal then. What about you, Al? You watch crime shows?
Find a place to trap beavers. There's not very many where I'm at, and I, like an idiot, posted on Facebook, anybody have a beaver problem, please send me a private message. My friends are assholes.
The
beaver problem.
You know, as soon as this live's over, I'm sending you a text too, Al.
The beaver problem jokes are still going on.
But I do know one place there's never a beaver problem. That's at the Velvet Antler on Friday nights.
Yeah.
What can't you do on Facebook, Matt?
And it's under $1.
There you go. Drinks are half price. Wait a minute. How can we do this? Don't they give out free peanuts at the bars? It could be drinks are half price and nuts are under $1. Somewhere along those lines.
I'm not sure that's what's under there.
Oh, look at the Velvet Antler. He's trying to find out when I'm going to Ohio because he wants to come visit Okeechobee for then. Well,
must not be his first time getting shot.
Hell, Buck, we've been married long enough. I'll just say, move over. Let me jump in there too. By God, I want to see you roll a cigarette. Yeah, that's my buddy right there. Now he's gonna damn put the move on me. I didn't know his name was Jody Buck. All your fishing vids are solo at Lindy Small Retarded Head. Yeah, that's right. I'm just along to be the cameraman. Hey, Joe, I think there's a phone number where you can discuss beaver problems. Or they sell that medicine. I've seen that commercial. It's the one with old Jamie Lee Curtis. Isn't that a beaver problem commercial? Buck, if you can dodge a bullet, you can dodge a ball.
What'd he say?
He said, hang on. He's dodged a few bullets in his day. So I said, if you can dodge a bullet, you can dodge a ball.
Ain't nobody arguing with him, is there?
Nah, hell no. Hell, what you gonna do? Hide behind a tree? We ain't got no damn trees that big down here.
No, I mean, they understand him getting shot at.
Oh, that's right. The Jamie Lee Curtis is the yogurt that makes the girls poop. That's right. I knew it was one of them things. Beaver problems, poop problems. It's a problem. But I thought peanuts were optional. Buck the woke dancing. No, they come at that Velvet Antler and they ain't woke down there. They aren't woke. That's some down to earth folks at the Velvet Antler. That's funny. We moved here, 6 years ago, working on 7, and there's a bar across town over here called. Let me think of the name. So I can't think out Duffy's, but all the local people said, "Oh, that's the let's call it the Rainbow Room." Well, that's a nice way to say it. So I mean, it's funny. It may not be, but a couple people told me that, so it's been stuck as the Rainbow Bar over there.
My wheels are turning. I got an idea.
Al, I know you got ideas. Are they imaginary, Buck, or are they just tucked and taped? What's your idea on there? I can see your brain hurting you. It's rolling around.
I don't think I can say on here, but I want it to be a surprise.
Yeah. What's the weather like tonight?
Something I know how to make that would fit Buck perfectly.
Man, you can make about anything. So
they make this stuff for taxidermy. If the velvet gets damaged on a deer, somebody wants to get mounted in velvet.
right.
They basically just put glue on the antler and sprinkle this stuff on there, and it just looks like the rest of the deer's velvet. And I could put velvet on just about anything. Now your wheels are turning.
I see where you're going with this, Al. I'm just thinking I got a couple old smaller deer horns back, in my back building that are still in velvet, so I could.
I've got 200 or 300 pounds.
Yeah. Sprinkle some velvet dust on him, he's good to go. Hell, if I want to send some of that powder to Buck, he can wear it like glitter.
Yeah, we got to come up with some kind of beetle spin glitter. Colorado blade on top.
Buck's not sure, but he thinks you might be hitting on him.
Well, yeah. I'm from West Virginia.
Buck, this is West Virginia foreplay, brother. You're done. He ain't hitting on you, son. You're done partway through courting, son. You're done in it to win it.
You're in a canoe going the wrong way.
And there ain't a poodle in sight. And this here river don't run to Antry. Yeah, it's too funny. But what's the weather like in West Virginia right now, Al?
About 40 degrees. Been raining a little bit.
That ain't too bad. 40 ain't too awful bad.
Yesterday it was like 22 degrees when I fell in the creek.
What in the hell did you fall in the creek for?
Probably about 30, 40 seconds.
long enough to get your drawers wet?
Falling in was quick. Getting up.
That's what I talk about falling out of the boat here. We got all them big old gators. If I fall out of the boat, I bet my short pants will get wet, but I bet my drawers never get damp. I'll be back in that boat so damn quick.
I'm not joking at all. I'd have jumped right on that gator.
Okay, I like anti. You got to think about them. When peanuts are imaginary, there is no Lucy, and they can't find her. But she'll still move that damn football, and Charlie Brown will bust his ass. See, there's where we should have learned. When we were kids, they tried to teach us with the peanuts, that, every time Charlie Brown believed Lucy, she'd tell him, I'm not going to move that football. I'm not going to move it. She moves it every damn time, But we don't learn. We don't learn. We still say, well, maybe it'll be okay this time.
Even a lab rat learns after a while.
My wife said even a lab rat learns that once in a while.
I know even a lab rat, will go over there and get that piece of cheese and make that little light come on. I watched the chicken play tic-tac-toe back in the day. So you remember those machines?
I remember having those remembers.
Like at the fair, and they'd have a chicken in there, and that thing would play against you.
PZ top going.
Okay, that was a different chicken. I rode that chicken out. I swear I rode that chicken. I'm talking about the real. They had a chicken in a pen. They trained it to get the corn out of but it would play tic-tac-toe against you.
Yeah, I never did acid.
Okay, that really has nothing to do with the conversation.
Oh, okay. You're serious.
Yeah, like I told you, those chickens I would ride around the neighborhood. Those acid chickens, they was mean chickens. I'm talking about this was a real thing. Had a chicken in a cage, and like at the fair, and you could play tic tac toe against the damn chicken. And all it was some goober head behind it putting a piece of corn in the damn right hole from behind. And that chicken would go over and get. I mean, that's all it was. But
should I wait till Lindy is back home before I send you a velvet antler with a beetle spin on one end and a chicken foot on the other?
we could call it what, a buck? We could call it some kind of like a, what can we call it?
Roadrunner, duh.
Oh, that's too funny there. You could shake it. That's what you could shake to draw a buck in. That's the guy in the bar shakes it, and here he comes for tips. Table dancing. Wait a minute. So they either keep coal or canary in their asses. I don't get that one, Anti.
I think Anti's curled up in the corner of the shower or something. Something ain't right.
He might be riding that damn acid chicken right now.
We start talking like this about Buck. Has got Anti all off his game.
I know he's usually the one dogging him out. Okay. I'm calling it Doc's out, Al's in. Can I get a second? Hell, they done voting Doc out and replacing him with you, Al. The votes aren't out. Buck's bringing it up for a vote.
Oh, you got to bring him back long enough for me to say, that's just my baby dog. That damn song was stuck in my head for 3 weeks.
Wait a minute now. Al, can you do a damn Christopher Walken imitation?
I don't know who that is.
The imitation Doc does all the time. Christopher Walken, Buck, why are we here? The Christopher, you don't know, you got to look up Christopher Walken. Okay, let me think of him.
I don't watch TV.
I can think of a movie you've probably seen he was in. Apocalypse Now.
Whose lips?
You've never seen Apocalypse Now? That's actually a Vietnam killing movie.
No.
Oh, you need to look that one up. They ride some acid chickens in Vietnam in that movie.
All I gotta do is go outside if I want to kill something.
I thought you were going to say all you got to do is go outside and see an acid chicken.
Oh, well, she's showing me. She's showing me.
Missing it. We've done got Buck all figured out. Al has done got him worked up.
Is that him? Oh, how do you do this? I don't know how to do this.
It's backwards to what you're thinking. Yes, that's Christopher Walken.
It's like a child molester to me.
See, Joe never watches it. I'll make a quote from a movie or something, Joe. I have to say, yeah, Joe, that's a movie. This was in the movie. And then usually send him a clip of the movie so he knows what in the hell I'm talking about.
See, if I don't watch TV, every idea I got's an original.
That's true. So you copy nobody. I don't watch TV. I've just seen the old. It's funny. You can see, like, I know all these movies up till, like, we moved to Florida. Then we fish all the time. So, excuse me, I don't know anything after that.
I can't even remember half of it. Hell, the 80s are. I really don't remember the 80s.
Yeah, the 80s was kind of blurry. I graduated in 83. So the 80s are kind of fuzzy to me.
I graduated in 83.
There you go.
That right there should show you there's something wrong with public school.
That's like my senior year yearbook. My daughter would trip on it. I mean, they went to school in the 90s and would trip out. But there's pictures of like lockers full of beer, and in the yearbook, big, beer cans piled up in the parking lot, a smoking area.
Oh yeah, we had a smoke hole at the high school for
Yeah.
my lands. That was there for years.
Yeah. Buck, I got some shotgun shell Christmas lights. I come up with that and realized they had them. And yeah, who's James cussing out here? FFU. Think it's fishing for. See, that's why, James, I have to be careful.
I think it's hitting on me.
No, I abbreviate, and whenever Fishing Frustrations UK, I have caught myself writing FFUK thumbs up and look at it and go, no, let me rewrite that. So I know what James is doing now. He's trying to abbreviate it right. How does he know what a child molester looks like?
Well, I could tell you, but I'd have to kill you.
All you got to do is Well, I'm surprised he does because he doesn't watch TV or movies, so he don't have to look at them every day. I took a guy fishing that said the whole world is run by pedophiles. They have underground pedophile mansions. I mean, it's a whole. He was into it. He'd make you believe it. I left school because they had recess, and I don't freaking play.
You wait till he sees Buck with a beetle spin.
James, you missed it. We figured out Buck is a male stripper at the gay bar called the Velvet Antler. They have a game room in the back that has whack-a-mole in it. What else did we figure out? He's going to wear that rutting dust as glitter. Oh, you missed a lot, James.
It's only under $1.
Hey, Al, do you like clowns? Don't you think they're freaking funny?
Let's see, a clown, velvet antler, chicken foot. Y'all give me a lot.
Wait a minute. Joe has the great idea. A Prince Albert with a beetle spin. And we're not talking about the tobacco Prince Albert. We're talking about the pierced velvet antler Prince Albert. Wait a minute. James knows he's the DJ down at the Velvet Antler. Now we got it all figured out.
Oh my God.
Welcome to the Velvet Antler. We have you with Jammin' James. And on the backstage, Buck with Velvet Antler glitter on. Yeah, Buck, the only painful part is pulling that damn little blade through. A little spinner blade gets it. And that's right, Joe. It only hurts once. I didn't think of that. James is a DJ at the Velvet Antler, and Buck is dancing.
I don't know. You'd probably have to cast 10 or 12 times before you set the hook and got that right.
I don't know. James, remember, he got that GoPro footage from Buck, and Buck forgot he peed during the footage. So James could probably tell us if it's an easy target or a really small target.
That's why he lays his rod and reel in the water to anchor the boat.
And James, I laughed.
That'll mess the man up right there.
I laughed the other day when James caught that fish in his P row, and he lays his rod down beside him, and he clearly lays it in the damn water. And he keeps on messing with the fish, and that rod is gone. He finally has to fish it back in.
You can see that line dragging across his leg. I thought, oh my God.
Only Elvis tunes are played at the Velvet Antler. And hey, we have had that conversation before. If you go listen to the words of Jailhouse Rock, that is a very man-on-man song. I'm sorry. It is very man-on-man.
Well, Elvis is a pedophile.
I mean, the lyrics, they even plainly say, "You're the cutest jailbird I ever did see." Okay, back then they still don't, men and women together. So he's apparently He's looking at another inmate going, "You the cutest jailbird I ever did see." So
I think he should have ended that video with a slow motion release of the rod and reel.
what? How did you? Yeah, he almost lost his brand new rod. I could tell you, but it ain't much to talk. There you go. Ain't much to hook at Prince Albert. Prince Albert gonna look like he's riding a damn little old toothpick.
And we're back to how Tudor's Biscuit World got started.
Okay. Rob, on the note you wrote right there, good thing the reel was locked. I don't know if you're doing that to pick on me, you remember the story, or you don't know the story. I don't remember who we were in the boat with. It was Lindy and somebody else. Fish weren't biting. So I got the stupid idea that I was going to reel my bait in, hold my bait, look at them, and cast my rod out. Now, thought it'd be funny. But now I fish a spinning reel. So, I flipped the bail open, chunked that rod out in the water. That meant to get it back, I had to pull every bit of line to the bottom of that reel to pull the rod back. And the whole time, Lindy and I don't remember who it was. It was Doc or somebody or Batty. The whole time they're just looking at me like, "What the hell did you do that for?" I was like, it seemed funny at the time, it just kind of lost its humor.
My wife's dad lived right on the river, and we'd go out there fishing, all the time in the backyard, and trees everywhere. I rear back. We're catfishing. Went like that. You get hung in a tree all the time. There's just sinkers and stuff hanging all in the trees. Felt that thing stop and just yanked on it real hard, pissed off. My wife goes, "Oh!" I had her right there.
Oh, damn, Al, that one got me freaking A. What'd your wife do again? What'd your wife do again? Show me one more time what she did.
I had her hooked.
In the cheek.
I had her hooked plumb in the cheek, and I thought I was hooked in a tree, and I got mad, and I just gave it one more yank.
1 ounce weighted triple hook.
1 ounce weighted treble hook.
Oh my God, that makes me laugh, and that was so terrible. It's nothing to freaking laugh at, but oh my God, that's funny.
She's sitting over here laughing.
I bet she wasn't that day.
No.
No. Man, that shit.
I had a little John boat. We was standing up fishing in a high and trolling. I hit the trolling motor. It's the only thing I had on it. I was standing up running that trolling motor, and blueback rattle trap, blue and chrome. I was catching bass after bass on that thing, and I just laid it down like Mr. James did in his P-row the other day, and didn't look, wasn't thinking, and I plopped down. I sat down in the seat. There's that rattle trap. Well, that hook stuck me right in the butt. Of course, it hurt, and your first instinct is to stand up because it hurt.
Yeah.
Well, the other treble hook was in the seat. So when I stood up, I set the hook in my ass. My wife couldn't cut it out of there. I went to the boathouse, and the dude at the boathouse is like, I ain't doing it. I had to take it out myself. I couldn't even see.
I'm Reed Shiners, and I'm going to tell a story. He went fishing with Rattletrap one time, and Rattletrap's wife took my hat off when she cast. Lindy was fishing with crankbaits back in Carolina by herself, had the boat out, sat down at the driver's seat, had a rod laying there, hooked one treble hook in her arm, and the other treble hook was in the carpet right there beside the gear shift, in the boat. So she was caught, couldn't reach nothing, finally used her foot to get her little fishing pliers to get it out of her, but she was snagged in the back of the boat. Yeah, I wasn't there. I don't know. Doc almost got it. It ain't too bad with swim baits, though, Joe. You just get that belly weight going ding off the side of the head.
Yeah, but the echo could kill him.
Wait a minute. How much is catch and release at the Antler? Is there a limit?
No.
It is all catch and release at the Velvet Antler.
No limit. You can
No
have
limit.
it.
But now stewardesses, we found out up in West Virginia, you don't have to. There's no catch and release with stewardesses. You can just catch them, take them home in
Yeah,
the trunk.
yeah.
That's only available in the VIP lounge, Anti. No limit, anything goes.
That cost you 2 Beetle spins.
$20 make you holla.
It used to be 5 Beetle spins, but the price went up.
Man, I wish I was like these kids that can make these video games. I would make a damn virtual Velvet Antler with Buck on stage. You can just walk around in there. It'd be great.
Miss Lindy ain't there. You'll think about that all night, and you'll probably come up with something.
Hell, my next video is liable to take place in the Velvet Antler. You never know. Wait a minute, you got to take the stewardesses home strapped to the hood of your truck.
Oh, I almost forgot to say, JV, where's my hatchet? There you go.
Okay, let me get in on this. Where the hell's the traveling tackle bag? I feel like I got ripped off. I put all them baits in that bag. It went to a couple people. Now some guy just kept it. So I don't know about the other guys that put stuff in that bag. I feel almost ripped off. There you go.
Who's got it?
Well, it ended up getting sent to Ugly Dog, and they claim they sent it to, I don't know the name. Somebody I don't think has a channel. I don't know. And it just stopped. So I don't know.
Well, get his address and we'll go get it.
We tried. I even thought about, man, I'll pay the shipping. If whoever's got it will just ship it to somebody. Wait a minute. Hang on. Here we go. I had a buddy fishing me in a team tournament. I didn't know he was setting on a rip bait with a treble hooked in his butt. We traveled 6 miles with that in his ass. Man, a lot of blood. Ouch. I remember
I seen a guy on a crab boat one time get pinched by a crab and scream like a girl. Steve. See, y'all think I don't watch.
Okay, I'll admit, I caught a big bowfin. It was hooked on the front treble hook of a big Zara spook, and it jumped up in the boat when I was trying to grab it and got my pointer finger with the back treble hook. So this about 10-pound bowfin's flopping around the bow. I screamed like a damn girl. I screamed worse than a girl. I screamed like Velvet Antler at closing time screaming.
Just imagine what the bowfin felt like.
Yeah, he was embarrassed. But what if Lindy, really, if Lindy wouldn't have been there, I'd have had to probably kill that fish to get that hook out because he wasn't. He was upset. I put Beetle's bins and a Rebel Cricket in that damn bag. I had to pull a double shift at the antler to do that. Wait a minute, this will make you laugh better. Speaking of sore asses, Humbuck. Whoa, look here. Doc, they took a vote a while ago. I think they voted you out and replaced you with Al.
That's just my baby dog. That's just my baby dog. That's just my baby dog. Kiss
And
my ass, Doc. That was on my mind for 3 weeks.
And in that traveling tackle bag, there was like a diary. Lindy filled all our part out, took pictures, put them in it. I mean, we put a lot of work into that for it to just get passed to somebody to take the money, eat the Slim Jims, and take all the baits out. But
that's messed up.
Look, there was a scale and tools in that bag of Slim Jims. That's right. Doc, we're whining about the traveling tackle bag. And JV, where the hell is Al and off the hook hatchets?
Yeah. We're just going to have a hatchet fight.
Doc said, that's cool. It'll free up 2 Friday nights each month if he gets replaced. Okay, wait a minute. Here it is again.
It shows you where you stand with Doc.
Okay, whoa. Look what Fishing Frustrations wrote this last week. All right, Fishing Frustration, there's a guy named Backlash. His wife's name is Coastal Waters. This is Coastal Fever. It's our buddy Doc. He's not your sis. We laughed about this the boat. We were out fishing, me, Joe, and Doc. And I was like, did you see that guy call you sis the other night? Doc was like, no. But I think he thinks it's Backlash's woman who's Coastal Water. Your baby dog was loving the river on Wednesday. Oh, that's bad, UK. Hell, I've got 2 times of laughing at Doc over you doing that, so it's worth it, man. I appreciate it. You know now, every time Doc enters somewhere, everybody's got to say, well, hello, sis. Oh, Doc can do some shifts at the Antler now that he's off on Fridays.
God, now I want to see.
Buck, I see an opportunity here for you to go rent a building somewhere and open this bar. I mean, it'll work.
Buck's going to have a beetle spin in each one.
This is big. We got to read this one. Now coming onto the stage, the Antlers' newest talent, all the way from Miami, Florida. Put your hands together and show your green appreciation for. We got to come up with a name now. Beaver Fever, Coastal Fever. That's right. When James gets done DJing, him and Doc can hang out and have a beer afterwards. That sounds pretty cool. Hell, I want to come hang out at the Velvet Antler.
Baby Beaver, Coastal Fever.
Baby Beaver. There we call it just Baby Beaver. That's just my baby beaver. That's just my baby beaver. And Doc says he likes beaver.
Huh. That surprises me.
He said he ain't never smoked one, but he's got something really, really hot. Oh, and we're kind of behaving tonight, FFUK.
Oh, are we?
We ain't cussed too bad. Doc would have done blown it out with a bunch of F-bombs and all by now.
Oh, yeah, as soon as I started singing Baby Dog.
And Doc, we couldn't replace you because I done asked Al. I asked him, I said, but can you do a Christopher Walken imitation? His first words were, who? So it ain't going to work.
Does he want my autograph or something?
No, we didn't, Doc. We just bitched about it, and Al wants his damn hatchet. We were just bitching.
What the hell happened to JV?
I keep seeing he keeps popping up on some lives playing some damn video game, him and Amanda.
Video game?
Yeah, I tell you what, and it's one of them where they got swords and all. Next time he does one, I'll jump out and ask him, is that Al's damn hatchet you're playing with? Don't think I won't. I'll say, hey, is it? You can kill that dragon, JV, if you use the Al hatchet.
What the hell?
Beaver Loincloth does a velvet antler, man. There you go.
I can make that.
Y'all kept asking him for the hatchet. He may be looking for it. That's right.
He better be looking for it.
I know, James. It was some talking about the traveling tackle bag, and I saw where the Show Me Creeks guy who started it point blank asked him, can y'all post his channel? And nobody, there was no reply, I don't think. So I don't know what I mean. Like I said, we put a whole bunch of stuff in there right before it left, and I just that sucks. It really sucks. Yeah, some painter, James, some other, because I did go back and watch the video, and when they open it, Charlie looks at it and kind of stubs his nose and goes, there ain't no, how did he put it? There's no custom baits in here. So I guess they put some in, then sent it to another guy to put some. Said they wasn't going to fish with it. But that was the whole point of the traveling bag, is to get it and fish with it. So they damn sure wasn't get it, not fish with it, then keep it. That kind of takes the traveling right out of it, doesn't it, Al?
Yeah. Where's he at? I haven't seen any videos in a while.
No, I don't think they're even around much.
Huh.
Maybe they retired on that $20 and a handful of Slim Jims.
And 3 beetle spins from God knows where.
And about $50 worth of damn bruiser baits we shoved in there. Them damn God, what's them crankbaits called? Somebody can write it in. I'm done fired up. Can't think of it. Them damn things ain't cheap. Yeah, it become a killer gift for somebody to win. That's what I think kind of happened. I'd have known we could keep it. I'd have kept the damn thing. That's what I should have done. I should have got it, made a video, and just said, suck it. That's all it was. Just kept it. Not a bruiser cruiser. The Banger 110s. I think we put a couple. Yeah, maybe the cruisers is the crankbait. Yeah. But I think we put a couple Banger 110s in there. There she is. There, Lindy answered it.
Yeah, the boss is always right.
I know. I heard something about an MTV box that somebody won and it went somewhere and then it. Maybe you didn't have Slim Jims in it, did you?
Was there a hatchet in it?
No hatchet. Well, we saw where another channel couldn't mail somebody their decals because they didn't have money and they would mail it to them when it wasn't a financial hardship. Okay, who does a giveaway and when the kid writes in and gives you his address, he goes, oh, well, I'll mail them to you when it's not a financial hardship to me. What kind of crap is that, man? Yeah, but this was like the evening of the giveaway. Have a giveaway and then end it with, I don't have any money.
I'm terrible. I'm terrible at giveaways, and there's other issues with the giveaway. So I just send people stuff. Whatever I make, if it pops in my head to give it to so-and-so, I just mail it away.
And I appreciate what you sent us. We love the lure, and Lindia loves that rose, man. I mean, that was right on time.
That was just to shut you up because you kept saying you wanted something.
I know. I know how to drop a subtle hint. Yeah, we kicked Doc out. We replaced him with Al.
California? Hang on.
Oh, crap. What is Al going to bring back that California triggered? We know it's not Snoop Dogg's latest CD. Oh,
I'm coming, Doc. I'm coming. I'll save you, brother.
That's right, Al. Go get him.
Who the hell sent him to that country?
School. He had to take a bunch of kids, like teenagers. How many youngins you got you're in charge of, Doc?
The Velvet Antler guy?
What's crazy, while he's gone, we saw yesterday some kid carried a freaking gun to Doc's school where he teaches. Out on the Scully kill, catch cats and corpses.
You serious?
That's fishing Miami, dude. You go fish some canals around Miami, you can catch peacocks, largemouth, dead hookers, crackheads, meth heads.
I dropped in covers somewhere.
Oh, crap. Yep, a loaded gun on campus, and our principal is under investigation for some other related incident. Unrelated or related? If it's some other related, means he brought the shells.
What's his address?
Al, that's what we figured out was when we went fishing, me, Joe, and Doc, we had 3 firearms in the boat. I was like, well, somebody better not fish in our spot. But me and Doc were the slackers. We had ours in a duffel bag where Joe actually had his on his person.
You know why you don't see those school shootings in West Virginia?
Because y'all don't go to school past 8th grade?
That's part of it, but the kids in the classroom would probably all pull a pistol out and go, America!
You know, that's what I believe. If they right now, just say, no such thing as a gun law. If you can buy it, steal it, whoever wants it can carry it. Now, I agree, the first 3 or 4 years is going to be chaos, but we're going to thin the herd. We'll get rid of the stupid folks pretty quick.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
Walmart line, you know, somebody's going to say something, bam, bam, bam. I mean, it's going to be a lot of that for a while. But then,
Yeehaw!
you know, once the smoke clears from all that, like I said, about 3-4 years, everybody that's left, there'd be no crime because everybody knows the people left will pop a cap in your ass. I mean, there'd be zero crime or anything.
I might only have 3 years left. You're getting me giddy. What a way to go.
What's up, Tucker?
You're giving yourself a little, ain't you?
What's the movie Al needs to watch? What is it where they Purge? Yeah, Al may believe in the Purge system. Anybody doesn't remember Tucker versus that local guy here in Okeechobee I bumped into on YouTube? I posted the other night. He was at our local fair. It was kind of cool. What's up, Lucky Dad? There's my Rob. We were talking about you earlier. When I come up to go deer hunting, can we find a smallmouth while I'm there? I've never caught one. I know it's going to be cold. Is there somewhere to catch a smallmouth?
Where you deer hunt?
Oh, I'm going to go up in Ohio and fish with or hunt with Lucky Dad this year during rifle season after Thanksgiving. Did I not show you the damn shed antlers he gave me from up there?
In Ohio, you say?
Yeah.
That's
Did I not show
shotgun
you-
only?
I don't care.
That's
Did I not
shotgun
show you-
only, no rifle.
Did I not show you the shed antlers he gave me out?
He deaf as a board.
Got Daddy's son.
Yeah.
That's the Mac. Daddy's. Wait a minute. Brown chicken, brown cow at the bell. Brown cow at the bell.
Beetle spin. I've got a set like that back there somewhere. I thought about making a deer call out of them.
He said it's straight wall rifle as well.
Oh, okay, got you. They did change that.
I saw a picture of you, Tucker, with a catfish. I don't know if it's the same one. Oh, the dark alley behind the velvet antler is called the shed antler.
I don't want to know, Buck. I lived in northern Ohio for 14 years, so
And
they couldn't find anybody to work hard enough, so I had to drive clear up there.
what's up, Catfish Fever? We just winding up the last 15 minutes tonight. Thanks for jumping in. Yeah, Coastal's in the chat. He's not here, but we got Al's outdoors up here tonight as they get.
Yeah, we don't know that that's Doc in the chat. He's in California, Stan. We're going to have him vetted when he gets back.
That's a pant antler. What's a pant antler? Back to the velvet antler. You know why you can't? You know why you don't want to park in the parking lot, right? Because it's got a dirt parking lot, and when it rains, it gets full of ruts in the velvet antler parking lot.
You all right?
Boom, boom, boom.
You got my wife to giggling on that one.
Tip your waitress. I'm here all week. And Rob, Lucky Dad, what town are you near? Did you say in Ohio? So Al knows what we're talking about. I never can remember. I know he's like right between a buttload of fields. I looked at it on Google Earth, and there's like a little patch of woods he owns, and it's as far as you can see fields the rest of the way.
Ohio's as flat as a brick.
It ain't as flat as Florida. Take that, Al. Our horizon is, that's what I don't get. They talk about Montana and all, big sky country, and he said London, Ohio.
He said what?
London, Ohio.
Yeah, I've been there.
Oh, wait a minute. There is a buffet at the Velvet Antler. All you can eat peanuts and duck sausage. And at the bar, you can get these little dough pea shots, is what they call them, little shots of dough pea. Oh, freezer bound. You be careful coming up in here. You're going to have to get a membership at the Velvet Antler. No, I'm Tucker. I talked to you the other day and missed one. And you mean I missed one tonight? I missed it. It's one of the cool things living here. We get to watch rocket launches. That's called a pants antler. What's called a damn pants? Oh, now I get it. At the Velvet Antler.
Hey,
yeah,
freezer bound.
You don't want to show off your pants antler. Sorry, that was a grenade joke. Took a minute. Freezer bound. The Velvet Antler is a gay strip club that Buck works at. James is the bartender. Doc's going to start working there part-time. What else did we learn? Buck wears ground up antler glitter. Game room in the back. They got a game of whack-a-mole back there.
Beetle spins just for fishing.
Wait a minute. I heard they're getting a new game. They're getting some kind of tic-tac-toe playing chicken put in next week. I'm telling you, I saw the tic-tac-toe playing chicken. I think I have an old... We went to a bike rally up in Cherokee, North Carolina back in the way for kids, so late 80s. You know how you could dress up and get these like in cowboy clothes and get the vintage picture made, black and white picture?
Yeah.
All right, we paid the guy to come out and take pictures of our 3 motorcycles with the vintage camera instead of us. So I got this old picture of these bikes, and if I'm not mistaken, in the background is the damn chicken tic-tac or tic-tac-toe game. I'm going to find that. Oh, freezer bound, whack-a-mole and glitter. Every time you whack the mole, little puffs of glitter fly up, man. It's a banging place. And James is the DJ, and he only plays Elvis music. So
it's like busting a beetle spin.
Okay, wait a minute. Here's the best one. Bubba's claim to fame is he actually beat a tic-tac-toe playing chicken. I wish I was making that up. I'm telling you, they're a thing. They have tic-tac-toe playing chickens.
Oh my God.
And I'm not ashamed to admit, damn chicken beat me every damn time. You know why the chicken's so good at it? He was so damn good, you could say he was excellent.
I'm telling you the God honest truth. The God's honest truth. Our chickens don't play tic-tac-toe.
Yeah. But all jokes aside, I'm telling the truth. Now we've reduced ourselves to chicken jokes.
Well, somehow we got the Velvet Antler.
That kind of was like my videos, man. When I start building them, they kind of grow on their own. They make themselves. Well, you know, the Velvet Antler just kind of grew all on its own, man. I just kind of blossomed. Wait a minute. He has seen the inmates crush colored pencils and wear it as eyeliner. Because, you know, freezer bound to jail, you know, he's a prison guard, so. Oh, wait a minute. Al's chickens only play Chinese checkers.
That's right. My wife said there'd be a mechanical buck in the back room with whack-a-mole behind it.
Oh my God, ride the mechanical buck. Oh my gosh, your wife's a genius. Your wife's on Saturday night, they have the ride a mechanical buck. That's what Doc's going to do part-time. He's going to operate the mechanical buck, you know, make it buck and all.
I'd pay $1,000 to see Elvis ride it.
While he's wearing his white tennis shoes. In his white tennis shoes, just woo-woo.
With his fishing pole dragging on the floor.
Rob wants to know what you feed them Chinese checker playing chickens. Man, that's hard to say. Chinese checker playing chickens.
Feed them.
Right?
Outside.
Al, I used to know this guy that had a championship retriever dog, and that thing it was award winning. My daddy went up to him and asked him one day, says, "Man, that dog is badass." Says, "What do you feed that dog?" That guy looked at my daddy and said, "Collard greens." My old man looked at him and said, "Holy shit." He said, "My dog wouldn't eat them collard greens at all." That guy looked at my daddy and said, "Oh, he didn't for the first 4 days." Yeah, if that's all you feed him, he's eventually going to start eating collard greens. Yeah, that's it. Mechanical Buck. Wink, wink. I know, Buck. That's your new stripper name. When you get old and get an artificial hip, you'll become Mechanical Buck.
Instead of having that ring in its nose, it'd be a beetle spin.
Yeah, look, high-speed chicken feed. That's what you feed them. Okay, it squeaks. What, the Mechanical Buck squeaks? Is that what you're saying? Man, we've made a good live just talking about Buck's career. I didn't know it was career night.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Yeah. Buck, I was thinking more the $6 million Buck myself. We can rebuild him. We have the technology. Plus, we got some leftover chicken wire.
Whew.
Okay, wait a minute. I'm thinking of commercials. I know we got one. Don't waste your dough at other bars. Come to the Velvet Antler.
Now, see, when you make a video, you're going to have to make a commercial and insert it into the video.
Oh, yeah, it'll all be there. Don't spend your hard-earned dough. Come to the Velvet Antler.
You're hard earned or hard on?
Is your life stuck in a rut? Don't spend your hard-earned dough. She's in Carolina, Rob, with her mother, who I'm glad is not listening. I know, Buck, this was kind of like an AAA meeting. Who was it that just said that? Was that in the boat, Joe? One of y'all popped up and said, "I don't understand Alcoholics Anonymous. They say it's anonymous, but the first thing you have to do is say, 'Hey, my name's John. I'm a drunk.'" I think that was Doc said that, which is true. There ain't nothing damn anonymous about that. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was Doc, because from there I think we broke into the phenomena. Phenomena. Yeah, we had quite a few conversations in the boat. We learned what FAUD was too, FAUD. That's one you have to share in the boat. Well, Al, how many lives have you invaded like this and just become a hit?
All of them.
All of them?
I think I figured it out like 3 times now.
Well, man, you've been an excellent guest tonight, and I really appreciate you popping up here tonight.
Guest?
You're always a guest in my house.
Just move over.
Wait a minute.
We're in his house. We should.
Oh, now quit it.
I'm trying to change it up, and I can't get it to do it. Why is it not doing
I
it?
don't go pushing buttons. Anything like me, the whole thing will go down.
Yeah, well, I'm trying to put you on the big screen.
Oh, God, don't do that. I'll get the big
back that
fingers.
up. Like you, the whole thing will go down. Is that like another commercial for the Velvet Antler?
Yeah. That's behind the bar, below the bar.
Stick to the floor like fly tape.
Oh, Buck, we have to discuss that from the video where Doc dropped the Burt Reynolds name. I'm in the front with Doc fishing. I'm not looking at Joe. I got nothing to do with Joe. Joe's fishing off the back of the boat. Doc starts talking about freaking Burt Reynolds. Without looking, I just go, "Joe, what time is it?" Because I didn't think that quick. Joe went, if you're asking who had what time on the Doc drops a celebrity name, I mean, he knew exactly where I was going with it. Because if he'd have told me the time, I was going to say, did I have that time in the damn contest? It was just killer. Yeah, we are, Tucker. I'm really looking forward to the new Bass Pro Resort coming because we'll have our crappie charters up, everything running good, and it ought to be good for our business. Lindy's going to sit down there in the water right out in front of it with a big loudspeaker. Crappie charters.
You gonna open a Velvet Antler nearby, or?
I wish they would. Joe, you saw the intro. We didn't even get cast in the water till we were talking crap. That's right. It happened really quick. Hang on. Al, Burt Reynolds was a beloved actor that started. He knows you don't watch movies. So.
Yeah, I was still drunk. I watched TV back then.
No, Lindia. All we got was a card from the casino. Oh, I'm sure, Tucker. I like the town getting more money. People in here, it's good for it. I hate snowbird season, but damn, it's good for the town, so we put up with it. And you know, Buck, he knows that movie because if I'm not mistaken, in sex ed class in West Virginia, they showed Deliverance.
No, we make fun of their driving.
Oh, okay, make fun of Deliverance driving. I know they can't find the damn river. That part got me. What kind of hillbilly?
He's talking about Deliverance. I don't want to talk about Deliverance.
What kind of damn idiots can't find the damn river? You know, they keep looking for that damn river in the trucks. Rob, that's funny. My daughters, we got talking about Deliverance, and they both swore they've never seen that movie. This is after they've grown up. Swore them down and never heard of it. So I looked at them and was like, you ever heard You Got a Pretty Mouth? Yeah. You ever heard Squeal Like a Pig? Yeah. How about This River Don't Run to Antry? Yeah. I said, all that come from that movie.
I have never seen that movie.
Have you not?
No.
Well, you should.
I lived in Ohio for 14 years. I've heard every line to that movie.
Yeah. Hell, I live in Florida and I'll say all them lines. You know, and we got to give it to Ned Beatty. Ned Beatty took it for, you know, history. He's now part of history with the Squeal Like a Pig, but he took it for all of us. And it's 10 o'clock, Al. I'm going to shut this rig down.
All right.
And I appreciate you coming up. I appreciate everybody that came in the chat tonight. And if anybody hasn't seen the video I just premiered, like Al, go back and watch it now. It's a good one.
Oh, yeah, I got to go watch that.
There you go. Buck said you ain't never seen the movie because you lived the movie. You got a pretty mouth, Al.
I remember you said that, Buck.
No tip for you.
Remember the time John challenged me with a bobcat?
Wait a minute. I challenge you again to put lipstick on a bobcat.
What about a velvet antler?
You put a lipstick on Buck at the velvet antler, that'll work just fine too, Al.
All right.
Wait a minute. Joe has the comment of the day. Use code SWC20 for free beer at the Velvet Antler.
What do you use to get the sticky off your boots?
I'll think it's a wow, Boxy, you're still here. You have sat through all this quietly. I know he popped up a few times, but I figure he done bailed.
He's drinking Red Stag right now, spinning a beetle spin on his finger.
Wait a minute. Is that not the house liquor at the Velvet Antler is Red Stag?
I guess.
That's the house liquor. I mean, that's Boxy's already ain't nothing like rolling up to the bar at the Red Stag or at the
it's either that or dirty water, and I don't think you want to know where that comes from.
I'll take a red stag on the rocks and slide them nuts down here while you're at it. But all right, Al, I'm out of here later, guys. Hurry home, Lindy. I miss you. I'll see you Sunday. All right,
Y'all have a
later,
good
folks.
weekend.
Thanks, Al.